Here's your WNEM TV5 News Update.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Colette Boyd. Here's a look at the top stories we're following today. Saginaw County prosecutors saying officers' actions in a deadly shooting of a 33-year-old man are justified. Investigators say on March 30th, 3 officers responded to a call of a man who was trying to die in an officer-involved shooting and was armed with a knife. Now, the officers told him to show his hands. When he refused, they tased him and he took off and eventually charged at an officer with a knife. The other 2 officers shot him. He later died at a local hospital. The prosecutor's office says the actions of the police officers were justified for protecting themselves and others. Well, Consumers Energy making overnight upgrades next week. It's scheduled for May 15th at 11 p.m. and will go until 5 a.m. on the 16th. Just outside of Midland and Homer Township, the electric and utility company will be replacing poles and equipment to help reduce the potential of power outages in the area. Consumers says the work will affect over 1,000 homes by temporarily interrupting electricity. Affected customers will be in the location of west of Vance Road, east of South 9 Mile Road, north of Gordonville, and south of East Wheeler Roads. Well, the annual letter carrier food drive to stamp out hunger is this weekend. It takes place in thousands of cities across the country. Just leave non-perishable food items inside your mailbox tomorrow. Postal workers will collect them and donate them to local food banks. Now here's Stone with your first alert forecast.
Yeah, thanks, Colette. Well, we've had a pretty nice day, warmer than we had yesterday. Winds are still a factor in some locations, but definitely calming down. As we take a look at our highs for today, we should be back into widespread 60s. Now, with that northeast wind, there's still some areas along the shoreline that you are going to get stuck in the 50s today, but still warmer than those 40s and 30s you had yesterday, and many areas getting closer to the average this time of year that we see at 66 degrees. Now, lows tonight, not going to have to be dealing with any of that frost like we did this morning as temperatures warm up just a little bit more. We're going to be looking at mid to upper 30s, but lots of areas in the mid to lower 40s as we get through the night into our weekend. Now, Saturday looks to be another day that shows that warm up is coming. We look at temperatures still in the 50s in areas of the thumb. That's just with another north wind keeping you cool. But as you get more inland, you do start to see those temperatures back into the mid to upper 60s and lower 70s. Again, sort of a signal of what's to come as we get through the weekend into the start of the new week. Now, winds do become a factor tomorrow. They will stay calm today. This is 6 p.m. 5 to 10, 5 to 15 miles per hour from the northeast or the northwest. As we get into the morning, a cold front moves through, and that's going to pick up the winds as we get through our Saturday. This is 5 p.m. Winds sitting 15 to 25 miles per hour from, once again, the northeast. We really just need to get rid of that northeast wind to see our temperatures warming, especially in areas in the thumb. Now, Sky Tracker right now isn't showing us much. There's some light clouds maybe trying to develop, but for the most part, we are staying sunny. We'll continue that trend through the rest of today with just clear, sunny skies. As we get into tomorrow morning, though, with that cold front, some cloud cover will move along that front as it moves in. And there has been some signals on other models. We could see some very light rain, similar to what we had Tuesday with that weak cold front. Once it moved in, there was a cell that developed down in Shiawassee County. So don't be surprised you wake up early tomorrow morning. You do see a quick splash of rain. Most likely by 7, 8 a.m. it moves out. We'll be dry and sunny for the rest of our Saturday. Then as we get into our Mother's Day forecast, looks to be a pretty nice day for our mothers out there. We're going to be back into the 60s by midday. Some areas in the 70s, but lots of sunshine, dry conditions, and again, those calm winds on Mother's Day. 7-day forecast, well, after the weekend, we're back into the upper 70s. I'm not going to count out some 80s on Monday, mostly sunny that day. As we enter Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we're holding on to those 70s, but it does look like we have some energy there to see some scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon through the midweek.
Remember to tune into WNEM TV5 on air and online 24/7 for the latest news, weather, and information.